Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and in today's video I'm going to be going through some silver poker chips. Now this is a bit of an interesting one. These came up on the groups via another dealer and they had them priced at £15 plus post per chip. So each chip is 0.6 ounces and that equates to £25 an ounce. Now I looked at it, I took one look at it and thought he's underpriced them. And I think he has, but he had hundreds of them from what he was telling me. So I said to him, I was like, well, what can you do on them? I was like, and also, because I was still planning the Glasgow trip, I was like, can you let me pay, say, next week? Which is a bit cheeky. I don't like doing it like that. I don't really do credit terms with other suppliers. I've got a good rapport with this dealer. I wouldn't say he's a supplier per se, but we do trade both to and from on a few things. So he said, I can't really do it. I can't really hold it that long. I need money in the coffers. I've just had to settle an absolutely outrageous auction bill. And I went, fair enough, and left it at that. And he come back to me and he said, you know what, I've got 110 left. Do you want to do it that way? And I went, yeah, go on then. I was like, I think that's a very, very fair deal. I'm trying to personally move postage. I'm not going to get any more on the table. I will go through a few of them. I've got a whole box of them, but I'll go through these. So we'll just go through some designs. But I thought it was a very fair offer. I'll just break these down and move them for postage. I'll slap £1 on them, £16 a token. I think that's good value for people. I think he could have listed it £20 and I think he would have sold quite a few, to be honest. And I've dropped another coin. Someone said recently it's not a Chauvet unless he drops something. I'm just super clumsy. Let's go through some designs. America thanks you. This is the Luxor. There's some very famous casinos here, by the way. There's another Luxor here. So these are... And I can understand why people would collect these, because these are not like your traditional bullion ounces. Like, people will collect bullion because they want to use it as a store of wealth. Okay, that hasn't been the best store of wealth compared to, say, gold or other assets, but with these you could sell these as something that is collectible to people. Someone would gift one of these. It's a really cool piece. I don't doubt someone would use one of these as a touch piece. Not a problem. So when I say I think it's worth £20, I think that should be the baseline of where these should be at. I'm not going to sell them for that, but I think it's perfectly valid to get that. The reason I'm not going to sell it like that is because, one, I've got 110 of them. I'm not eking them out over 2 years. And two, I just want them to move the postage. So get them in, get them gone. But if I have 10 orders of, say, 10 lots at 170, which is a postage price, I'm getting rid of £110 worth of postage. I've still got 4,000-ish to burn through. So yeah, I think these are they're ideal for what I want, but they also hit the sweet spot of the type of thing I like to sell, because they're interesting artifacts, really. I think artifacts is the correct term. They're a piece of history that it's very relatable to. In terms of like the theme of gambling, like I'm not particularly a gambling man. I do make the odd bet these days, but I don't bet a lot. Speaking of which, I put a bet on San Marino to win yesterday. I said to my friend, I was like, I think it's their time. They went 1-0 down. I just wrote it off. I like this. This is very nice. But I think it, again, if it's kind of a romantic thing. Casinos, Las Vegas. You go to Las Vegas to gamble, and I think people would keep this as a memento. Now, some people go just for the thrill of it. Some people go to see the city. Why you'd want to go to Las Vegas to see the city, I have no idea. It's in the middle of the desert. Then again, I have the same views about the Middle East, so make of that what you will. Of course, tons of designs. Absolutely tons of them. Aladdin. Now, I don't know which casinos are still there. I have a good friend who used to go to Vegas every year, so he's probably known more about this than myself. I think that would do pretty well. I think also, I don't know if these were used as actual gambling chips or they were given as winnings. Limited edition $10 gaming token. If someone could educate me on that, I don't know if this was something that you could use in the casinos as kind of a currency. I don't know. That would have been super cool. Some of these cases are really beaten up. That's cool. That'll do well. Some of the designs are better than others for sure. Riviera, it's very famous. So yeah, I've got 110 of these bad boys. I wouldn't even be too disappointed if I kept some of them. I think these would make great little gifts myself. That's not me being in sellers mode either. I think there's a couple of people in my friend group who would actually quite like one of these. That's cool. Nice design. Caesars. Again, I think anything that's got like the big name casinos on it, I think they've got to be worth more than 20 quid, surely. Motown. I don't think they're poorly designed either. Like, some are better than others, but I think they're pretty decent. That's the Aladdin. Nope, that's the Sahara. Spoke too soon. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I guess some people find that cool. Someone paid $20 for this. The Orleans. Golden Gate. So yeah, like, I've not had many duplicates. I'm pretty sure I could do like a mixed bag, but I don't want to talk for another like 8 minutes about these. I think I've said everything I've had to say. I think there's some really cool designs. And I think the gentleman who sold them, I think he sold them short, to be honest, but he said he'd had them for a few years and he just wanted to get rid of them. He had absolutely hundreds of them. So that one. I wonder how many different designs there actually is. Because there's not been many duplicates. Bellagio. That would probably be worth a bit of money. That'd be worth a bit of money, this one. That's probably my favourite I've seen. I like that. Right, I'm not going to go through any more. That's 9 minutes of me just rambling through gaming tokens. I think they're nice. I think they hit the sweet spot of what I'm trying to do. They move some postage. You know, people can have something slightly cheaper than it should be worth. Great for a little gift. But yeah, I've been bidding at. I put a load of bids at auction for tomorrow, so there might be some auction bits coming. There's an auction a few days later also, and then there's the stuff coming in from the gentleman in Scotland. So there should be some more stock to show you. It's been very stock light of late, which is okay. I always knew that was going to be the case. I just need to kind of fill the videos with good stuff, you know, more educational stuff than filler stuff, which I don't particularly want to do. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one, which will be either tomorrow or in a couple of days. Bye.